next thing we gotta do is beat that dragon, because I just lost 69,000 runes over there.
That's the first thing in the recording.
Welcome to another game of Dungeons and Dragons! Wahoo!
Into the Wildlands!
I want to go home.
Yeah, you wanna go home, don't you?
I do.
You would. You would.
That's my whole character's thing. I want to go home.
I wanna go home.
I didn't realize I made such a relatable character.
I'm tired. I wanna go home.
I don't know where home is though. Ugh.
Oh god.
Alright, sweetie, we can get you home if you give us your address.
I want Donald's.
7, 12, 11.
With a side of medium fries?
Oh, and a large Sprite.
I want to go home with a side of medium fries, please.
Honey, are you lost?
Yes.
Yes. But McDonald's is also my home.
Okay, so last we left off, you guys stayed at the shack for a while. You got your you got to go fishing and stared at some wyverns and were angry. And then a figure on a boat rolled up, turned out to be a dog in a cloak. The dog breathed fire, and then there was also a raven that dealt a lot of damage as well.
Got one shot.
The raven turned invisible and escaped. So you're not sure what's up with that.
Your mom is up with the
There's the
staff.
boat. There's the dog. Dog's dead. You guys killed it. I believe Wallow got it with an inflict wounds.
I think so.
Anything else?
I mean,
Bird's gone.
yeah, the bird's gone. Sears taking a quick nap, just plopped down against the side of the building, closed her eyes and began to sleep.
Oh. So that's what happens when I close my eyes.
What? What do you?
Huh? What? Who?
You're an Eladrin, so I don't think you actually sleep.
I don't think I actually die either.
Well, you haven't yet.
Want to test that?
Let's
Can we
test
test it in my home?
Let's test how immortal you are.
Okay, deal. Let's do it. Right here, right now. I'm feeling good.
Feeling great.
I'm a roll for initiative.
You all watch as Karkvis
Fudge.
begins to emerge from the woods with a large elk across his shoulders. Not the woods, the jungle. The brush.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I forgot to mute my mic.
Ew. So, how's it going?
Oh, what do you all do?
I kill something. Because that's what my character would do.
You grab a boat and go out. Go out.
Testing.
You just jump into the lake.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Yeah, why not? I jump into the
I am so sorry.
I test
You're
my
passed out of
theory on
sleep
if I
right
can
now.
actually sleep or not.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we just started. I asked everyone what they would do, and then Rich blew his nose.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, I did a
Don't mind
little
what I'm doing,
recap.
Well, excuse me, Prin.
Yeah, Karkthus just emerged from the jungle with a large elk over his shoulders and
Food time.
sees a bunch of scorch marks across his cabin and across the grass. And he just
Now I
looks
know
at
what
all
you're
of
thinking.
you, looks at the dead hellhound, and then looks back at all of you.
We just decided to preheat the oven for you.
That is,
Ooh, is that an elk?
yes, this is elk. What is that?
Oh, that? Oh,
Oh,
that.
that's just a corpse. It's
hell?
fine. I'm more interested in that elk.
A hell.
God, I forgot how much that fire breath up. Oh, that's something.
Don't worry, your house is fine.
How is this house doing? Didn't it get set on fire?
Yeah, a portion of it did, but it looks like the area around here is damp enough to where it didn't really catch.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, we just decided to preheat the oven.
It just got it just the corner of the cabin got caught in one of the flame breaths, so it is a little burnt across the side, but it's not burned down or burning down.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a jungle on the edge of a swamp, so this place is very wet.
And that's
Are
a
you
good
sure
thing.
it's that wet?
Oh, it's real
what?
wet.
Oh,
You
real
been
wet?
anywhere? I mean,
Whoa.
probably really humid here too.
Yeah, it's very humid. It's very hot and wet.
Okay.
So, what do you all do?
Uh,
I believe that this. What do you guys? Hold on. What? Why did this? Does the dog have anything on it as to like indicate why it's here?
The Hellhound does not have anything on it, but it was wearing a cloak, and it was
Okay.
sent in the boat.
I'm taking the hellhound out of the water.
Okay. Yeah, you grab its like legs to drag it out of the water, but like the legs just kind of
It's the
detach.
clo-
It just like detaches, and you watch as it is slowly turning into goo.
what?
Damn.
Is the cloak still in the boat?
The cloak is still in the boat.
I
Uh,
pick up.
Wallow
I pick up.
or anyone else who's looking at the Hellhound can give me an Arcana check. You pick up the cloak.
Yeah.
Arcana check.
You pick it up. It looks like
A normal cloak.
a standard cloak to you. Give me a history check. Okay.
Ooh, man.
Korath.
Jesus.
Proficiency in hellhound. See.
Nat 20 on the Arcana check. You know that fiends, if they die outside of either the abyss or the nine hells, they don't really die. They just get sent back.
They respawn.
Yeah.
As a
I
true
share
gamer does.
that with the rest of everyone.
So this hellhound isn't really dead, and you think its body turning into goo is a side effect of that.
Yes. Guys, I don't think this hellhound is really dead. I believe its body turning into goo is a sign of itself going back to where it came from and respawning like. Oh no.
That told me something like that. Something about that. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know what up.
That's Actually, unfortunate. We may be seeing this thing again.
Oh, by the way, did you see a bird or hear something large on your way here?
Bird?
Yeah, it flew off.
I mean, I knew the bird flew away. I just don't know where it went.
Ah, shame.
Korth,
I
with your nat 20 on Arcana, I'll give you an extra little tidbit. There was nothing normal about that raven. Its mouth was splitting open and it was like full of poison. You don't think that was a normal bird.
Oh, okay. Do I know why it wasn't a normal bird? Like what sort of created it or something?
You can give me another Arcana check if you want. We'll
So
say at
he-
advantage. I
Ah,
said
my
at
luck has run out.
advantage, fool.
Ooh, helpful.
I
I'm a
said
fool.
advantage, fool. Give me another one.
Ah,
Another
Don't have it
one.
be a natural one now.
There's no
Wait.
way.
No
Isn't
way.
it? You know a lot about fiends, I guess.
Oh, brother.
You know that
Proficiency.
oftentimes imps will disguise themselves as ravens, crows, spiders, rats, things like that. So you believe
hmm.
that was most likely an imp.
I think, but do I know?
You can't be sure. You're not
Find out
seeing it
next
in
time
front
on
of
this
you.
episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Find out next time on our quest to do someone else's quest. Finding the dragon. No.
I don't think we're fighting that dragon anytime soon.
No. Would be bad.
I hope you'll know that since I've rolled 2 nat 20s, I'm not going to be lucky the rest of the game. That's it.
Unless you roll a third.
Well, I mean, you won't believe me, but there were like a couple of times where I rolled like 3 nat 20s in a row.
I'm lucky to roll 1 nat 20 a campaign, let alone a session.
Oki, after you picked up the cloak, you did notice a satchel in the boat.
Satchel.
Wait a
A
minute.
satchel.
Satchel.
I was like, wait, hold on. I go back to the boat and I pick up the satchel.
Yep. The flap grows teeth and it bites you.
Huh?
I'm just kidding.
Okay. I grab the satchel and open it.
You open it and you look inside. Inside appears to be uh there is a coin purse.
Okay.
There is also one sort of it's like a how do I describe it? There's like a black pearl but like with a white sheen to it.
Yeah. Okay.
And there is also a notebook inside.
Is it?
Okay. I I look through the notebook.
What languages do you know?
I know abyssal, besides common, I know abyssal and Sylvan.
You cannot read this language.
Ooh.
Does it look familiar?
I see.
Good
question.
I'll say, yeah, it looks familiar. It looks like celestial.
Ooh.
It would be in a lot of
Oh.
churches and stuff, so I'd say you could recognize it.
So, anyone know? Anyone know how to speak Celestial? This notebook is in Celestial for whatever reason.
Oh, I know Celestial.
If you do.
Yes.
Then.
Actually, I guess I should have guessed that since read the stars and all that.
I mean, it's not super common, I don't think, to know Celestial.
It's not very common.
Okay, I give her the notebook then.
Fear takes it and reads the first page, I suppose.
She reads the first page.
Yes.
The first page is just like it's a list of things that you don't quite recognize. Well, you don't quite recognize them because they're like general sort of statements like locate key, get artifact, unlock door.
Hmm. Sounds like someone's to-do list. Why would you put a to-do list in Celestial, though?
Well, I mean, you did say it's uncommon language, so.
Where? It's
Then
like...
again,
Did you read this out loud to us?
Yeah,
then
Seer
again, I think
probably would have.
But then again, I think most clerics and paladins know it.
Do they?
I'm just assuming.
Give me an investigation check, Seer.
Yes, can do. Oop. Yep. Oh, my character sheet's being funky.
Damn.
Here we go. Investigation, right?
Yep.
Alrighty. Pretty average.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I'll leave it up to you. Would Seer flip to the last page?
I would say probably just to make sure that there's nothing that
Okay.
she's missing from it.
At the final page of the book, it says property of Suvaka.
Is that just in common?
Yeah. Spelled like that.
Thank you kindly. Hey, do any of you know of a Suvaka?
You do.
Me?
Yes, you do.
It's not a name I'm familiar with.
I do not know this name either, unless Wart tells me to roll a history check, but I don't think I've heard it before.
No, Walla would not have heard of this. Seer, you recognize this name. It's from your backstory.
Wait, where? This is a great tragedy. Where?
Wait, I show. Wait a minute. I show I show you the cloak. Does this cloak look familiar to you?
I don't believe I
No,
recognize it.
no, you don't recognize the cloak, and you don't recognize the notebook or anything else. Just the name Suvaka.
I guess in canon now, Seer doesn't know who this is.
No, you recognize the name. It's the Star Child.
Good question. I need to keep my notes in order, dang it. But I have an idea of who you're talking about, if I know it, maybe. Okay. I'm afraid I'm not quite sure who this is. Maybe it's someone. Still though, who's looking for a key and then gets replaced by a hellhound? Much less a fiend. Several.
Hmm.
Yes, this is troubling.
Okay. I pull out the black
Question.
pearl.
The Black Pearl?
Yeah, from the bag.
No,
That's
he
a nice-
pulls out a boat.
Strange pearl.
Oh, yeah, I was like, hold on a second.
Beautiful
Yes, I love where
Okay,
this is going.
There's a pirate figurine.
I'm not sure.
Apparently, this person's a fan.
I show you the black pearl. Does this mean anything?
Would it be something I recognize?
I'm gonna ask you to make a magic check for me. So roll. Basically, you're gonna roll with your spell attack modifier. So that'd be like
Alright.
your wisdom plus proficiency.
Plus proficiency?
Yep.
This could be a fusion stone for all I know.
um. I feel so awkward I forgot a character.
You forgot someone from your backstory.
Precisely, 24.
24.
24, one away from a net.
You feel a wave of primordial energy come off of this thing. It's definitely similar to the magic that you use.
It almost reminds me of a fortune teller's tool. Or, I suppose, most accurately, given the strength, a diviner's tool.
You mean like a crystal ball?
I can't quite tell, but it clearly has the same energy about it.
Since you rolled so high, with this tool, whenever you make a fortune teller check, you may do so with advantage. And your readings may become more accurate.
This is incredible. Haha, buffs.
However,
Well, no.
The accurate reading can only be used once per month.
Interesting. I'm writing this down. The advantage and the accurate reading are the same thing?
No. You may always roll your fortune telling with advantage, but the accurate reading is only once per month.
Yes, sir. And I just marked this as a black pearl?
You don't know the name of it because you don't have an identify spell or anything. So
Do you have a weight for this?
a what? A weight?
A weight? Big pearl?
I mean, it would weigh the same as a normal pearl. So let's look up if pearl has an official weight in 5e.
It depends on the size of it, usually.
God, I'm just holding this small little pearl in my big meaty hands.
Well, we'll say it weighs about the same as a gold piece.
Alright.
So nothing at all.
I think gold pieces have a weight.
They do, just we don't track it. I don't think we've ever tracked weight.
Roll 20. Roll 20
It is
tracks the
cringe.
gold piece weight automatically.
No, it does.
They
Neat.
So if you-
don't
if
weigh
you-
much, but it does add up.
Yeah, if you add one gold piece, you can see what they weigh. It's a very small pearl.
Sweet.
Don't lose it.
I give her the pearl.
You can also use it as a spell casting focus if you want, but
Interesting.
I think she'd
figure-
get more. She'd probably get more out of it than I do.
Speaking of which, I still have that, what's its name? I still have that dream catcher.
you do. You haven't attuned to it yet. After all the time that you've had it, you have no idea what this does.
I do not have a clue. Alright. Thank you for that. I have it in my notes now. And I also have the weight down, but apparently Roll20 doesn't want me to change it. It'll do.
Oh, and there's also a bag of coins in here, but a coin purse in here. Haven't really checked out how much there was in there.
You can count it if you want.
Yeah, I'll count it.
Okay. You take the time to count it, and you realize that this bag contains 250 gold pieces.
Oh my gosh.
Or 250 gold pieces worth of coins. It is 20 platinum and 50 gold.
Oh, mom. Just has that kind of money on them.
How much gold?
50 gold.
Well then. What shall we do about this Suvaka?
Perhaps they abandoned their boat, or well, whatever. Whatever happened with the Hellhound and that Raven. They probably had some sort of involvement with it.
Could that Raven have been like a polymorphed person?
We know it's a strange raven, but we're not sure. Well,
Or-
no. wait,
One of your party members
Horace
thinks
already
it's an
said
imp.
it was an imp.
Uh,
I'm sorry. What?
An
Yeah,
imp.
one of your party members thinks it's an imp, or they
Oh.
got that from their Arcana check.
Wonder who that could be.
Yeah.
So it could have been like a familiar. These could both be like familiars-esque things.
It wouldn't be unheard of. I've heard of imps, especially being a popular creature to contract with for mages. But a hellhound is unorthodox.
I look out on the water. Is there any other boats or anything?
You don't see any more boats now. You can give me either investigation, perception, or survival
For looking on the out through the water?
for looking around.
Okay, well that would be perception.
15. You do notice, like something in the distance, and you go over to it, and you see, like probably 30 to 35 feet away from where the boat landed at the dock. There's a trail of wet grass, and you notice some of it is stamped down slightly, going off into the jungle.
Oh, I understand now. This dog here was a distraction.
Distraction.
Look over there, everyone. I'll point it out to them.
You all remember the raven flying from the shoreline where all of you were to land on top of the hellhound.
Oh my.
Well then.
How did they know that someone was here? Seemingly, they sent in that hellhound as some sort of decoy and used it to escape, but.
You can give me an Arcana check if you want.
Sure.
Maybe they used invisibility.
19 and 20.
Unnatural 20.
You remember hearing stuff about people being able to see through their familiar's eyes. It's possible that they could have scouted you out with the imp disguised as a raven. And
Fear is going to relay that.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, shall we follow the tracks or
You
rest
sure?
for the night? We are pretty battered right now.
I say we rest and follow him in the morning.
Very well. Carthus, what can I do to help you restore your house? Actually, did the house get destroyed at all?
It didn't
No.
get destroyed, it's just scorched.
Just a little scorched? Okay. Alright, well then, let me help Carthus with his deer, and then we'll get some shut-eye.
They hang out outside for a bit before going in.
Alright.
So you all go in and rest?
Yes.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Can I look at that flower before I go to bed that I plucked up like not so long ago?
Yeah, you look at the flower.
Is it magical? Well, it has to be since it's just.
Uh, give me a nature check. Um, you don't really know much about flower species. It's pretty though.
We can take a long rest, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There a reason why there's like, I guess, a diamond-shaped gem in it, or well, then again, I don't know much about flowers anyway, so.
Yeah, you all rest, you restore your hit points, spell slots, and you wake up the next morning.
All right. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Shall we attempt to track down this Sovaka?
Makes sense to me.
I nod.
Is everybody ready to go?
Hold on. What is your query?
Hmm?
Not core. What is your conflict? Okay.
What do you mean?
You said you're not ready to go. Or you don't think that this is a good idea.
Oh, that's what you're talking
Well then, let's go ahead and head out.
Be helpful.
about. I can. Uh,
I believe we're gonna follow the try to follow the tracks where.
You're gonna try and follow the tracks?
Yeah.
Okay. Someone may give me a survival check with advantage because I assume someone's going to help them.
Yep.
And if anyone has guidance, I would suggest casting it now.
I have the
Guidance
+0.
indeed. You get a +4.
Plus
Let's see,
D4.
one D4.
1d4. What's
Yeah.
the who's got
I've-
the best survival?
I
I think it might be
have
you.
3. Should I
You
roll?
probably.
Yeah, it's probably Seer that has the highest.
Alright, let me get advantage first. Here we go.
D4.
Oh yeah, D4. 16.
16. Um, you begin tracking this trail, and at first, it's pretty easy because they were obviously in a bit of a hurry. But as they become more, as the trail goes on, you can tell that they start becoming more careful to not leave one, and eventually, uh, there's no trail to follow.
What
What direction?
yes.
Uh, they're heading south.
Okay. Are you kidding me? Um
Oh, last.
Yo guys, I'll be right back. It'll probably be like 20 minutes because I gotta go pick up my mom.
Alrighty.
Uh,
Whoever they are, they seem to be very good at hiding their presence.
I mean, assuming that's a Lavelia. Yeah. But I'm not sure about the. But I'm not. Savant? It's really spelled like that.
Perhaps we should return to the house for now?
Since
Either way,
yeah,
Lavelia or not, do you believe she has some sort of connection with the Infernal, perhaps?
she didn't look
Last
like it. She didn't look like it. She looked like a normal elf. She didn't look like your average. She looked like your typical elf, really.
Hmm. And yeah, it wouldn't make much sense for her to try and go and speak to the Black King if she could just perhaps.
Unless she, I mean, unless she, I mean, unless she knew that we were coming and she knew that we were at the hut. She may have just maybe had someone summon a hellhound and the imp for a distraction.
It could be possible, but we should decide when we want to go back to the city. Do we believe that that could have been Levelia or her accomplice?
Uh, it's probably safe to assume that it was her.
Then she'd be going south, right?
Yeah.
Where could she have gone there? The only
Well,
place I can think of would be
Did
there.
you attune to the dream catcher over the night?
I would say probably. If only just for me to remember, oh yeah, that's an item you can attune to.
Okay.
yeah.
You should be able to see a new thing under items.
Yeah, that reminds me. Can you? I can't add it myself. Can you add my expertise?
Your expertise?
Yes.
What'd you get expertise in?
Perception.
Mm.
Also, so did you say under items?
Yes. Hold on, I'm in your character
Oh,
sheet
sorry.
settings
My
here.
bad.
Trying to see if I can change your
Probably would be from something like Jack of all trades.
There you go.
Strange. My sheet didn't update anything, including the item you added.
Oh, I didn't add it to I added it under the items folder.
Oh, folder. Oh, I'm dumb.
Yeah, in the journal. There's a folder marked items.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
Also, you should have expertise in perception now. It should be a +7 for you.
Um.
And
Oh
your
yeah,
passive
thank you. It
perception
works
is now
now.
17.
Sweet. Always. With me.
If you have any questions about the item, just let me know.
Um. Does it have a charge or is it just it does?
It doesn't have a charge, but if you want to use it, you gotta use the spell slot.
And that is accurate? For level, I mean.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
So it would
Hmm.
be on your spell list, but I don't think you'd be able to cast it yet.
I cannot.
One more level.
Yep, yep. I will add it. Does it count as a known spell?
It is provided by
Right.
the item, so it does not
Right.
count against your prepared spells.
Thank you kindly. So what's everybody else up to?
What is everyone up to?
Where are we? Are we back at the...
You are currently trekking through the jungle south. Are you guys you lost the trail, but are you still heading in that general direction or
I mean, yeah.
Lost. You know what?
all right,
I'm just gonna
what pace are you guys traveling at?
want to say moderate.
So
Yeah, moderate work.
2 squares per day? Gotcha.
River at some point.
Should I make the roll?
What roll?
Oh, the circle. Or is it just like can we just go back normally?
I'm sorry. I think you cut out a little bit for me. What did you say?
Oh, sorry. Um, do I need to make a survival check? Or is everybody able to get back normally?
I mean, you have a map, so you're not gonna get lost. Unless you. What are you trying to do with your survival check? I should say.
Oh, I was just I wasn't sure if we had to make a check to not get lost.
No, you have a map. It would only be an issue if you didn't have a map of the area that you were in.
Alrighty.
So what are you guys doing?
Good question. What's the party want to do?
I'm
I,
basically just along for the ride. Whatever everyone else is gonna do, that's what I'm gonna do. I really have no say.
no, please say something.
I'm speaking. What do you mean?
Make a decision.
Oh,
I
continue onward.
continue
We
onward.
go.
Okay, you guys continue
Continue
south.
onward.
Okay.
Oh, we do, fam.
Okay. Do you guys cross the river or do you stay on this side?
Let's
Oh, we
cross
don't
the
have-
river.
Cross the river? So you guys were carrying your boats with you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
Absolutely, we definitely did.
constantly.
Undeniably,
Never
we
leave them at home.
Yeah, who does that to their precious boats?
We need those constantly so I can use my face step on them.
Brilliant. Carry the boats with us,
Okay,
team.
do you guys travel, do you just cross the river or do you keep going down the river?
Well, across the river, is it like a clearing, or are we gonna have to go down a little bit to find a good clearing?
You want to find a clearing?
Like, what's on the other side of the river straight across from us right now?
It's a little bit of shore and then it goes into the jungle. That's what
True.
most of this river looks like.
Let's just cross the river here.
Okay. You cross the
What's the
river
worst that could
there.
happen?
Alright, so day 2, you guys cross the river and travel a little bit into the tree line. Now, you have to make a decision. Do you want to avoid the lizard folk settlement, or do you want to stop at the lizard folk settlement?
Stop at the lizard folk settlement.
Wait.
Okay.
But if anyone has any other ideas, that's cool too.
They're probably not hostile. Hopefully.
I mean, they run the government, but besides that, it'll be okay. Plus, who knows what kind of cool stuff they have there.
Okay.
Robbery.
So you guys, on the, I'll say, it's close to getting dark on your third day of travel when you arrive at the lizard folk settlement. It's like it's a village. It's a modest sized village population wise. There's your usual like wooden shacks, and a lot of them have boats and things to go out and fish on in the rivers. A lot of them have spears and bows for hunting. And it looks
Okay.
like there is another group of adventurers that is already staying here. You can tell because there's a few humans walking around.
Do we seem to recognize them?
You don't recognize them. It's
Did-
it's a couple of humans and a couple of elves, one wood elf and one high elf.
No Eladrins?
Nope. Not too many of those outside the Feywild, unfortunately.
Only like one, maybe two.
Hey, two. Whoa, whoa, don't
Whoa,
get
whoa,
crazy.
whoa.
We're getting a bit spicy here.
Well, we'll get settled then.
Is there anything you guys would like to do with the lizard folk settlement? A lot of the lizard folk, they look at you guys. You guys kind of stick out a lot here, except for maybe Wallow. Even then, he's not actually a lizard folk. He does look
You
different.
kidding me? I blend in perfectly fine.
You're a
Totally not.
red man.
Yeah, so? Just have a really bad sunburn.
Yeah, these guys don't get sunburnt. They have scales.
Listen,
You're-
you don't know them. Maybe their scales are like skin
I
and
do
not
know them.
scales.
I do know
he
them.
does know
actually.
them. He's the DM.
I know them.
Did you create them? Are you God or something?
Yeah,
Technically, yeah.
Who gave you that much power?
I did,
Oh.
and all the players. So you did
No.
too, actually.
No. You can't make me let you do this.
You already did. You signed the contract. I am a godlike being, and you can't stop me.
We'll just see what happens next time I see you in person.
Korth dies.
Oh, God.
Yes, need something?
Shut up.
All right. Korth is now alive, and he never died.
Yay.
Uh,
Never happened.
that's right. I have the power to retcon. So, what do you guys do once you arrive at this lizard folk village?
Who's in for mass genocide?
They've already
Let's
done.
not.
They've already gone down that route.
Back,
That's
but what's this about genocide?
Let's not.
Oh, I'm just saying that Cam, as a player, has participated in lizard folk genocide before.
They deserve it.
What? Whoa, hey, let's not be racist now.
It's not racist. It's not racist, okay?
Other than lizard folk, you do see there's also some tabaxi here, as well as there's a couple of gnolls.
Hmm.
But no Eladrin.
No Eladrin.
Big sad.
I mean, they're not exactly common in the material plane.
Says you. I'm here, aren't I?
You're a special.
Goodbye, odds.
You're
Transcend reality.
not exactly common.
More common than a god. Jeez.
He says to Emil.
I know who you
What?
are, boy. Don't you lie to me.
Emil looks around anxiously. What is happening?
I sometimes ask myself that.
So, you guys just stand at the entrance?
We have a place to put these boats, right? Or is it like they have like a dock and all that?
Let's just carry them again.
We,
The boats that are they don't live on the shore of the river. They live a ways out, probably like half a day's trip away from the
Oh.
river.
Hey.
You know, it's not you, you guys know what lives in the water.
yeah, gators. Or
Yeah, yeah.
crocodile.
Crocodilians.
It's not smart to live on the water with those things roaming around.
But I mean, they're basically bipedal alligators, so I mean,
Not necessarily.
I mean, they're not
I mean, some of
nearly
them
as
might
strong
be,
as a
but
giant crocodile. Most of the time you see regular
Yeah,
ones,
they
but
aren't as big either.
yeah. Most of the time you see regular ones, but when you see those giant ones, oh
you
boy.
better go away.
But get out of here. Go on, get now.
all right, let's
Oh,
go.
Walk around,
We gotta do something.
Yeah. What do you guys do?
Let's go.
You go in?
Yep.
All right. What do you do once you walk inside? A lot of buildings around. There's not really any signs on anything. There is sort of a larger building that you see some of the other adventurers going into.
Hmm. Where would we find information is the question. Or we could just stay tonight.
I mean, you could ask around if you'd like.
I would say Seer might do that while also at the same time probably giving out fortunes.
You ask around while
Does
giving out
anybody?
fortunes?
Yeah. Just
Alright.
like ask offhandedly if they've seen anybody.
Give me a persuasion check.
Alrighty. Please, proficiency go. Oh. Dang, I still have advantage.
13?
Should I reroll?
No, we when you accidentally have advantage or disadvantage on, we just take the one on the left.
Oh, okay. His average.
You don't do too many uh too many like readings. You
Understand.
yeah, you're in a foreign place. A lot of them tend to avoid you, but what is it that you're asking them? Are you asking questions in exchange for the reading, or are you
Probably
charging?
doing that. Outside of the city, Seer is absolutely in the spirit of free fortune tellings.
Okay. What do you ask?
Um. Hmm. Well, there seem. She probably asks if there's anybody with a raven companion who might have passed through here, or if they've seen or heard about anybody named Lavelia passing through here at some point.
You see that one of the gnolls that lives here approaches you to get a reading. They look vaguely familiar.
It's him.
Seer greets them politely. Hello, young one. Have you come for a reading from the stars?
I suppose I should maybe go for it. Why not?
Uh, he sits down across from you.
Very well then. Do you know what you wish to ask? Could be past, present, future,
Why
perhaps
why
something.
are you here?
Ah, well, I'm here on a job, I suppose.
Hmm,
Not specifically this village. Just passing through. You?
I believe that was your name, not mine.
Fear laughs a bit. So how have you been? Well, I hope.
I've been fine, though I must admit it has been difficult blending in with the lizard folk.
That would be conceivable.
They don't value emotions or feelings quite high.
From what I understand of them, this is painfully true. So, any particular reason you've come to this village? Shelter, perhaps. Doesn't have to be too extravagant.
It was one of the few places I believed that the colony would not burn down.
Hmm. How gracious.
Hmm. Gracious indeed.
I suppose I might as well read your future if you have nothing in mind.
Go ahead.
Uh, I am going to make a fortune teller's check, if that's fine.
Yep. Just a regular.
Just a regular. $13.
You said 13?
Yep. Regarding this Knoll's future.
You draw the lovers.
Dang, didn't notice Knoll. Just upright, right?
Yep. Upright.
Interesting tarot.
What is that?
The lovers upright represents relationships and choices. It might indicate a decision about a relationship, or sometimes something that might need to be sacrificed to pursue a important meaning choice to you. Usually, whatever the case, the choice will have lasting ramifications on your life.
I see. What is it that you wanted to ask me again?
Oh, have you seen any sort of individual with a raven companion pass through here? You don't have to answer if you haven't been staying here very long.
No, I didn't see a raven or anything. But did you all get separated from Lavelia?
We did, in fact. Might you have any sort of lead?
Yeah, she passed through here not too long ago.
Hmm. How long would you say?
Hmm. About 3. No, not 3. 2 days ago, maybe.
Hmm. So, rather recent. How convenient. Did she seem to be in a sort of hurry when she was coming through?
Yeah. I'm not sure what it means, but she had her eyes were a different color.
Do you remember what color they were?
Yeah. They were orange.
Oh no,
Out of
she
character.
got
What
Norded.
previous icon?
Uh, Lavelli's previous eye color, I believe said was green.
Hmm. Well, thank you, friend. Here, I suppose a bit of a tip for the information. Sierra slides him a gold piece. I'm not sure if that has much value here, though.
Most generous.
And he takes the gold piece, and as he opens his like coat that he's wearing to put it's not really a coat, it's more like a loose cloth vest that's just sort of draped over him to cover his midsection. Uh, as he goes to put that in a pocket, he opens the vest, and you do see that he's wearing some sort of amulet.
Is it a gemstone amulet?
No,
It's probably an amulet of hell.
it looks
Maybe.
like some sort of silver amulet. It looks like a pair of lips.
Pair of lips?
Yeah, that's what it's shaped like.
Could I do a religion check on that?
Uh, you could do Arcana if you wanted.
Alright. Unnatural 20.
A dirty 20.
Yes.
It's a 16 plus 4. Um, this appears to be magical. It looks
Hmm.
like perhaps an amulet of tongues.
Hey. Nice.
You
Oh,
remember that? You remember that previously he was not able to speak common.
Yeah. Hmm. Nice amulet. Say, if you consider yourself a fan of gems, perhaps I could recommend one to go with it for a price of a copper, perhaps. I have quite the collection, you see.
A copper for a gemstone.
A
That
copper.
is either generous or a scam.
It is up to you to decide, I believe.
Hmm.
Would you care for it?
Uh,
For the record, she has no ill will here. She is just very interested in spreading her love of gemstones.
All right. It is, after all, only a copper.
Indeed.
and he gives you a copper piece.
Alright, I'm gonna take that copper piece. And I am going to give him a gem, fairly cheap gemstone because obviously, like, it's a copper.
Mm-hmm.
But probably one that helps clear his mind, I would say. To provide clarity and decisiveness, I suppose, would be the word for it.
Gotcha. So you give him
I
one of your crystals, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
She'd also probably tell him the meaning of it. May it assist you in your future struggle.
I regret the circumstances of our last meeting. So, I hope that in the future we can become better friends.
Indeed. I bear no ill will towards you personally, nor your fellow.
If you need help in the future, do not hesitate.
Indeed. Who shall I ask for? Good sir.
Hmm. The Dragonborn did not tell you my name.
No.
I am Tarak.
How do you still to rock out of character? Beautiful. Very well then. I will do just. Goodbye, good sir.
Goodbye.
Oh yeah, baby. It's a cameo.
Well, not really a cameo, just a reoccurring character.
Indeed. The dude showed up, talked, got a fortune, got a crystal and a coin, and left. Brilliant. Only a 99 copper loss. That's what I call
Business.
stonks. Business.
All right, what is everyone else doing?
Do my clothes look all right after getting singed?
Uh, they're burnt. Definitely burnt.
No rips or tears or anything like that?
I mean, there's definitely holes. There's some holes in them. A little breezy, maybe.
Yo.
What's up?
Yo yo.
You guys have stopped at the Lizard Folk Village on your way south, and I guess Wallow
Well,
would see that Seer just got done talking to Tarak.
Tadak. That name sounds familiar.
It's the Knoll.
it's the lizard. Not the lizard boy. Never mind.
Oh, it's the Null.
Yeah,
Well then.
which is odd to Wallow, because you remember him only being able to speak Draconic and Knoll.
Yeah, hold on. That's crazy. Well, he could have learned. He could have spoken a different language that I didn't speak. That he just didn't speak. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
It's not uncommon for people to be trilingual. Or Seer used comprehend languages or speak with like other language spell. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Wallow does not know, because he was looking out from a distance, I guess.
Okay, we're in the Lizard Folk Village.
Yep.
Yeah.
Village south of the old village.
There's a couple other adventurer groups that are staying here for the night. It seems like this lizard folk village is on good terms with the colony.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna spend time. You know what? I'm gonna spend time sewing up clothes, party's clothes, if they need it.
Okay.
Did we find anything on Savaka?
At this town?
From where we were to the town
You didn't find any new trails or anything, but you did head in the direction of the trail.
of the trail. Okay, yeah. Considering she's looking for an artifact, she's most likely gonna be heading towards. I need the map.
And I do a shit job.
You did see that Seer asked around as she was giving out fortunes.
Okay, okay. Let's go see her.
So if you want to go up and talk to Seer to learn the information, you can.
Yeah, I'll do that. I snap out of my daydream and I will head towards you.
You're just like you were standing at a fruit stall for like a solid 10 minutes debating whether or not you should buy some fruit.
Everything over the options.
Standing in front of a fruit stand,
Yeah.
with a dragon, dragon board in a bikini selling you fruit.
My cabbages.
Yeah, there's a hot like female lizard folk at this particular fruit stand, and you're like, I maybe I should buy some fruit. I don't know.
Be
You're like,
close.
you have the coin in your hand. You're like, I don't know.
Get that fruit
I'ma pull
wallet.
up.
Get that lady.
You
I'm
pull up.
going
Get both.
to pull up
Pull up
and
where?
buy all of her fruit.
You buy.
Do
Uh,
it.
you pull up to the fruit stall. You buy all the fruit.
I buy all of the fruit.
Okay. You get you get an entire stall's worth of fruit. You spend you spend like 6 gold pieces on fruit.
Oh, only 6?
All the fruit.
A gold
Man.
piece is a lot of money.
It's like the
I'm
time
rolling
that
in dough. What can I
you
say?
bought out the ice cream from the.
I still got
cold.
59 gold pieces left. I could buy like 20 more of her fruit stands if I wanted to.
See, bro, it's exactly what you do. Perfectly normal to buy
And
out an
now
entire
I
ice
hit on her.
Okay.
cream.
Give me persuasion.
Persuasion?
Oh,
Yeah.
You shouldn't have said that. Because I don't
you do it.
have good persuasion.
7. She looks she doesn't look like upset or anything. She looks extremely happy because she just sold out all of her fruits. But
But
she
I
does
feel a
not.
butt coming.
Wait. I'll be a wingman to this guy as he's saying it. I'll also go like, yes, but the Korith over here once saved me from the likes of a hellhound. And I'll roll persuasion as well.
A baby.
I'll also use forceful presence to give myself advantage on that.
That's gonna. Oh,
And as I do that, as I say this, I walk away.
And thus I try again.
Sure.
natural 20.
What do you say? What do you say?
No.
What do you say?
I said nothing. I said nothing yet.
Okay.
But now I say, listen. I'm here all alone. I ain't got no one besides these ragtag bunch of lunatics.
Oh.
So like,
Dude,
I
was
could really
the
use a
perfect
special someone.
wingman. and you fucked it up.
I could really use a special someone.
As you're saying this, her eyes are just following Wallow as he walks away.
Okay, I'm back.
Do I try again?
What did I miss?
You've already failed.
I'm trying one more time.
No, you already failed.
No!
I said you
let
already
me pull
failed.
out. Hang on, let me pull out my trident. Let me show her my trident.
I'm crazy.
You wanna
Hold
try and
on, what?
you wanna try and show off your trident skills?
Yes, please.
You guys are hitting
He's
off
so
missiles,
lonely.
Okay. You can give me
Here's cheering you on
can
silently from
you
like
can
all the way across the camp.
you can either give me an attack roll or you can give me athletics.
Bro, impress the lady.
Why?
What?
You-
Incredible.
Why
you-
does the woman hate me?
He's so average and not very helpful.
Says you suddenly
Oh,
magically conjure a trident right in front of her and start swinging it around through the air. she looks scared, terrified, petrified even.
oh my god.
Okay, I put my trident away. I put my
She-
trident away.
She's gone. She runs away.
No, I chase after her.
Bro,
Come back, my love.
I'm gonna stop Corinth as he chases her. I'm gonna be like, Corinth, hold on a minute.
What?
Come here.
Okay. Are you gonna kiss me or something?
As he approaches, I'm gonna slap him across the face.
Ah, what was that for?
Next time I stick my neck out for you, take the chance. Don't burn it. Ugh.
Well, how about you say we go to the tavern? See if we can't find someone there.
Well, actually, I have something to do right now. I need to find you. And then I think I saw an old friend walking around named Tarek, sorry.
Lame. I don't have friends.
Well, I toss him a gold piece.
A gold piece!
Use that at your tavern.
Okay, now I go
Maybe
to the
you
tavern.
shall. And yeah, okay, yeah, he just leaves.
I just
Wallow
Run away.
sighs.
you run away.
and at that, I must bid you all adieu.
Goodbye.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
It's too good not to quote.
So,
Alright, I look for you.
You find her.
Hello.
Hello, Wallace.
testing.
Are you interested
What's
in
up,
a
Cam?
fortune?
No, I'm not interested in a
Just being
fortune,
sure, Mike.
however.
Just being sure.
A shame.
However, I
Ask
am
me.
interested in the information you gathered while asking others their fortune.
Oh, apparently the weather's been a bit funky recently. A lot of rain. Wouldn't you know?
Rain, you say?
Indeed.
Well, that's no help.
I did, however, conveniently also. Lavelia passed through here, wouldn't you know?
How recently?
3 days ago. You can thank a certain... I say as I furiously scroll, Tarek, for that.
Really, Tarek saw her.
Indeed.
Wait, Tarek only speaks Draconic and Null. What language did you communicate with Tarek?
Common?
Sorry, what was that?
It's for chill. Common.
Common? Okay. Yeah, fair enough. I figured that he would.
You seem to have quite the handy magical apparatus on him.
Okay, that makes more sense.
You feel like he probably picked it off of one of the dead adventurers.
Right, and it can make him
Yep.
make him comprehend languages, right? Very cool. All right, well, thank you.
No problem. However, I simply must insist. Why don't you sit down for a second and I can read your fortune?
Oh,
Surely
very
you must
well.
have had one or two burning questions.
I have no questions for you that you could answer, but let us try anyway.
Very well then. Do you have an idea if you wish to know the past, present, or future?
Present.
Hmm. Well, do tell. Any ideas of perhaps
Yes.
on your current relationships, fortunes?
I don't know if you would be able to deduce this with your magics, but I have a question for the present about do I currently possess the artifact needed to open the door?
Um, Usually the answer is a bit more vague, so I can't exactly give you a perfect answer, but I can certainly try.
Very well, do what you will. If
Give
not,
me a. Yep.
16.
You draw the reversed moon.
what are we about to play? Go fish.
Um, just to double check out of character, what did you ask specifically?
Do I possess the artifact needed to open the door?
Hmm.
He spoke
I
very vaguely.
This card is probably a more vague answer than what you were hoping for. Usually, the reversed moon means mysteries unveiled or unusual dreams. Perhaps, perhaps you do have it, but I'm afraid tarot is not likely to give you anything more specific than that. It usually relates to dreams, sometimes lack thereof, sometimes.
Very well, then. You have been a great help, dear. Alright, I will
Fear
go
nod.
and find Tarak.
Oh,
Okay.
actually, before you go though, what was up with that chick? Was there any success there, or just
Well, Korith has,
spill the tea?
Korith apparently thinks more with his desires rather than his mind. And being myself, I was curious to see his abilities in that regard. I aided him with my own words, but he blew it, to say the least.
Oh, well, shoot, that's not right. Still, though, it
Doesn't
looks
matter.
like you absolutely killed it out there. What on earth happened? I could practically feel the charisma all the way from over here.
just left. That's all that happened. Then I will leave.
How enigmatic.
As you go to find Tarak, Oki, is there anything that you're doing aside from fixing up your clothes?
Uh,
Or do you think that's gonna keep you busy?
seeing how I rolled a 5, I think it's gonna. I'm probably busy right at the moment.
Okay. Uh,
The hole, with the giant hole in my pants.
you go to find Tarak,
Yes.
and you do so.
I will speak to him in Draconic. Well, 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 well. What do we have here?
I forget. Did you tell Tarak your name ever?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Wallow tells everyone his name, kind of like how Arrow does.
Yes, the green dragonborn wallow. What a nice surprise.
Yes, well, after I freed you, how has life been treating you?
This is a fine place. Peaceful. Though I wish the lizard folk were better company.
Why, what does that mean? They not keen to you being Knoll and all that?
Hmm. Let us just say they are not the most emotional of peoples.
Ah, yeah, I see. Well, then, remember, the offer I offered last time always stands should you require a more eccentric company. Plus, nowadays I am close to the mountain god more than ever.
I have had my fill of blood.
Very as you wish. So, in this lizard folk town, what do you do here? Just looks around. What did I find him doing? Just walking around.
You see, he's like sitting on a like some kind of bench, eating like a meat skewer.
Nice.
Looks like
You
he's just having dinner.
what do you do for work nowadays? Hunting, maybe a little bit of woodwork.
Me working wood. No, I I fish now.
Oh, fishing. Perhaps do you fish along this river or maybe on the Black King's coast?
As you say, Black King's Coast is one of his eyebrows raises.
You think me so brave?
Well, as you saw me last time, I've been in the line of work where I meet a lot of crazy, or rather brave individuals. And you can never tell the difference between one from the other.
I see. Though I I would ask, how did you get separated from your elfin friend?
You know of Lavelia.
Saw her. She was with all of you, and then she passed through here.
She did she? Yes, well, it was an unfortunate battle. We came in contact with a hellhound, and Lavelia and our group got separated.
She was headed southwest.
Southwest, you say?
So,
I am unsure why, but seems to be the direction of the old no caves.
Can you spell that out for me in the chat, please?
Spell what out?
The what caves?
The old Knoll Caves.
Oh, the old no caves.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not good. Okay, we gotta hightail it there fast.
Wallow, you remember the words of Roftyr. His advice to not go near those mountains.
Roftyr?
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah, the oracle and the
tall lanky dude.
the small lanky dude
Oh,
in the astral sea. He was just looking down on everyone because he was sitting on a pile of bones.
oh,
Okay. I need to talk to everyone now. Whoa, thank you, Tarak. This information will help me dearly. Is there anything I can do to you to keep our relationship in the best of standings?
your friend already gifted me a fine crystal.
My friend.
He pulls out like one of those weird crystals that Seer always has on her.
Oh. Well, I'm not sure that would be useful, per se. Perhaps a bit of money from me. Maybe.
She gave me a gold piece as well.
Oh. Alright then, Tarek. I guess I'll leave you alone for now.
Do you know what the gold piece is worth in this village?
He looks around. Well, here are some rations then. I'll give him 5 rations worth of rations.
I was going to say quite a lot, but
Oh.
thank you for the food.
He just takes it.
Okay, well.
You wish we got lost.
Now Wallow is very embarrassed, so he will nod his head and then head off.
Only
Yeah,
bad
this
rolls
village
protect you.
does trade with the colony.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I thought, because looking around, they're decent ways away.
Yeah.
So they probably, how like in Star Wars, far away enough from the Republic, the credits aren't useful.
Mhm.
It's like I thought that was kind of the same thing, you know what I mean? But
If you go to other like further away villages and things, it would probably be the case. But this one, this village is super close to the barrier place and
The
like
barrier
that's
and the
a
main
yeah
street.
right.
that's a gathering place for adventurers and everything. So this place sees quite a lot of foot traffic from adventurers and whatnot. So they've taken to using currency.
Okay. All right. I head back to the party. And by that I mean Joe, Emil, Korith,
Joe isn't
Seer,
here.
and Oki.
Oh
Like,
yeah, Joe got
oh.
sucked up by a portal.
I
Yeah.
need, yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Everyone else. Then.
His presence, it's almost as though it's
Yeah, I walk up to
filled
Joe
with
and say, "Hey, man, how you doing?" And he screams and and fades away.
It's almost like he disappeared in the storm. Hmm. It's almost like somebody once told me the world will never roll me.
Okay. Yeah, so I gather everyone, and then I will just speak to them.
Cool.
Well, I have come across some disturbing news.
And that is.
One, Lavelia is heading southwest
What?
towards the Knoll Caves where we took down the Knoll Lord. Now,
Wait, what?
He didn't know for sure if that's where they were heading. He said that it's in that direction.
yeah, but I know she's heading there. She never talked to the. She never spoke
Sphinx.
to the Sphinx. And
Wait.
given her adeptness, she most likely knows it's there.
Wait.
The other thing is, sorry, what? Go ahead.
No, I was trying to say this in camera. Wait, why would she? Why would she go down towards the
Sphinx.
Right.
The Sphinx. She was there with us, and then she wasn't. My guess is that she at least saw the location of the Sphinx, but then left with the stolen artifact of mine.
Jesus, she gets around quick.
But
Yes,
if
it's
you
so
all are to remember,
scary how fast she moves.
Rothtier warned us about heading southwest towards those mountains.
I'm fully aware of that.
So,
And the question. Well, then now the question is.
His exact words were, "Don't go there before the 13th of Jahara."
Yipers.
alright.
Wait, what's today at the moment?
The 13th
Today
of
is-
Jahara.
The what?
Wait, could you,
Today's a
Today is the 13th of Jahara.
Yeah. And Lavelia passed through here a couple days ago.
dang nabbit, Lavelia.
So, from here,
so
2
wait,
days
what was?
ago.
So wait,
5, 6, 7,
what was there that?
9. So it's yeah, she's there right now.
If only we could teleport.
She probably has a long strider. Or anything
No,
that
just
touches
she was
speed.
just if she's either there or anywhere in between there and the.
No, I meant
Yeah.
like she gets around like really quick. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
How fast would a boat take us there?
A boat. I mean, you'd have to go south and then west with a boat, or I mean, you could cross the river and then cross on land and then head down there, but it would still take some time.
I continue trying to sew my clothes together. I made it worse.
Well, here is my
Uh,
proposal.
I'm gonna say that you currently don't have the materials on hand to fix your clothing, so you don't mess anything up. But
Just read that.
Your clothing doesn't fall apart completely,
No,
but you know, it can't get much worse. Actually, most of your clothings are like burnt with holes.
Well, here's my proposal. We are not nearly strong enough to take on the Black King, Lavelia, or anyone else that is currently standing in my way. So,
I think fighting the Black King in the first place is out of the question.
I propose we go back to the city, take up as many quests as we can, make ourselves as strong as possible, and then lay waste to those that have stolen from me. After all, I also possess one more thing. At least, I believe I possess one more thing that Lavelia may need. Or that's new Suvaka.
What?
Either way, I'd rather not get entangled with them within the next 10 levels. Let's please be level 13 before we hit the rate. No, I can't do that.
No, please. Speaking of which, that reminds me. I believe I have grown stronger recently, so I can take more aquatic-related quests.
Felt them muscles grow, did ya?
Yep. The brain's gotten bigger too.
You guys are feeling a little more confident now that you beat the Hellhound.
Yes, we beat up a fire-breathing dog. We are now
Yeah.
more confident.
Yeah,
Well, I
baby, we
mean,
beat
that
up
Hellhound
someone's
was
dog.
really scary.
We killed someone's dog. We did it, people.
The Hellhound and the Imp were both very scary.
Yeah.
It did almost one-shot me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. You guys managed to take it out, and that thing was like almost killing you guys.
I almost thought that you had given us that just because, like, we had a healer, and maybe
Okay,
we could take
dude,
it.
I'm more
Oh,
support.
I knew you guys could take it.
Fair. I mean, actually, yeah, our damage output could probably match it. If we were to line up though, like it got one or two breaths on us, oh boy, we'd be gone. That was a scary breath weapon.
Everyone, tight phalanx formation. Ah!
Plus, I don't think it was super happy having all of its movement spent on like moving to attack people. That imp though was just a nightmare. It could just fly wherever needed. There was no restriction.
Well, I mean, if
Well,
you
it
guys
was
had
also
hit it with more of the opportunity attacks, it would have gotten messed up. But
well, that imp was also paper too, so
yeah, the imp had a lot of damage output, but not a lot of hit points.
Okay.
It almost got one shot by Wallow, I think.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
No.
it got fucked up, and then it used that illusion.
I can't
I-
wait for the first of Grimgas.
Wallow. Are you sure?
I am.
I just want to go back a second. We're not gonna fight the Black King, right?
No, hell no, we're not.
Yeah, like
Not for a very long time, Amir.
that will be like burning a paper under a candle. That ain't good.
Let's
Yeah,
let's
that
avoid
phrase right there.
fighting the Black King.
You
Yeah,
keep
like,
saying
to
not
clar-
right now. Like
Oh.
we are going to.
Like I said,
I mean, unless his horde suddenly becomes unoccupied.
not for a very, very long time.
Okay.
Chin up, Emil.
He'd probably grow up by then.
You're stronger than you think.
Thumbs up.
Anyways, shall we head back to the city?
I've missed a bit.
I might as well.
Very well then.
So do you guys spend the night at the one inn in this village?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
How much we paid?
Yeah. How much do you pay? I'd say for this
We
place,
didn't-
probably like 1 or 2 silver.
Okay.
We'll call it 1 silver, 5 copper. Or 15 copper if you have it. All right. That night.
Oh, bad vibe.
Seer,
Do this real quick.
your new passive perception is 17, correct?
Yes, it is.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, it's real nice. That's why I got passive perception. There's your perception and expertise. It's great.
You feel like you feel like your bed scoot across the floor because of some like vibration that hits it. A tremor. You turn, it wakes you up. You turn and you look out the window and you see from the distant mountain there's like a flash of some kind of bright red light as a crack goes down the mountain.
I immediately jump out of bed and rush to wake up the rest of the party.
Before you do that,
The mountain's cracking. The mountain's cracking.
before you do that, there's a secondary, larger, heavier tremor that rattles the entire village.
What?
You hear sounds as all of these people begin to wake up. There's calls and everyone, the villages, they're rushing out of their houses and they're looking around and they're looking in a panic trying to see what happened. And then you go to the rest of your companions who are also awake from a tremor that hit the ground, some kind of earthquake.
The mountain cracked. The mountain cracked. There's a big flash, red light, and then the mountain cracked.
Wait,
What's going on?
stop. Whoa, slow down.
Yes.
What's happening?
A big flash of red light, a big beam appeared from over in the mountains, and then the mountain cracked open.
One of
What?
one of the green mountains is cracked open.
I go look outside to see what she's talking about?
Make a perception check. There's no longer any light over there, so it probably hard to see. Okay,
Could've been
yeah,
me.
sure. In the bright moonlight and starlight, You think you see an extra peak, a sharper one. Almost like there's where there was one like blunt sort of solid peak. There's now like a fractured off piece that's like sharper.
What he was talking about.
It's hard to see any details from this distance
There,
in the
that,
dark, but
that mountain has two peaks now. Twin Peaks. uh,
It's rather fortunate we didn't go there today.
yeah.
Waller, you are awake and present, by the way.
Yes. Wallow is currently thinking about something.
I think we found out what was causing the earthquakes. That's whatever that is.
Fear goes back to bed and pulls her blankets over her head.
I look around. What does the village look like?
The village is scrambling around. They've been like looking at the skies, looking out at the jungle, trying to see what happened. They don't seem to have noticed that it came from the mountain because the shockwaves was, enough to wake people up. It wasn't like violent enough to knock over any houses or anything, but it was definitely felt.
Within the chaos, do I see any suspicious people in cloaks or looking my way specifically in just cuz?
Make a perception check as you glance over this crowd of people.
Come on, baby. Give me a 20.
Dang,
17?
Bad number.
Perched on one of the roofs, you see a raven. And you make eye contact with it before it flies off into the night.
Well, why are you laughing?
I'm going to turn around and go back into the inn. I'm gonna grab my things. And then after all my things are grabbed, I will step out of the inn back into the street.
What?
And then, what are you all standing around for? Let's go.
What?
fear is not there.
What do you mean?
What are you waiting for?
What?
What? What do you...
We're not going towards that, are we?
Where else?
Didn't the Oracle tell us to stay away?
Screw the Oracle. The longer I stay here with Joe, who's no longer, with Oki, who's indecisive, with Seer, who sees nothing, I am getting nowhere closer to my agenda. And at this point, I'll grab Emil's shirt and bring him closer. You
Okay,
boy
no.
are smart. Then he'll let go. We have to push forward. There are no adventurers that are cowards, and those that are die. Wallow will turn and start walking.
Should we wait until morning?
It is in the middle of the night, by the way.
It is the middle of the night. Emil sighs and goes to get his things.
Oh, okay. Things just got spicy.
Emil will knock on your doors here.
Seer will open it slightly. Emil? Is something wrong?
Wallow wants to go towards it.
Seer does a bit of a double take. What do you mean? Go towards it.
He wants to go towards it, and I don't know if he thinks he can handle it. I think he knows he can't. But we should be there to make sure he doesn't die.
Mm.
I don't want to lose anyone else.
Give me a minute. Seer closes the door.
Okay.
Stuff on.
What does Oki do?
I might as well go get my stuff on and stop Wallow.
Korith puts his armor on and says, I guess if everyone else is going.
How enthused of you, Cor.
I guess I'll follow the group.
Seer
Oh.
probably comes out a little bit later.
Hey, what's up, Seer? I want to go home.
Don't we all, Corn? Don't we all?
That's not my name.
What?
My name's not Corin.
Oh.
Or
Corn.
I'm very sorry, Corf. I'm afraid that this is quite a lot to deal with right now.
Yeah. You know, it's just we've been traveling together for like over a week. You know, even more, actually.
You still play?
A week and a half.
Well, hey, maybe maybe if we survive this, then perhaps I'll treat you to something from the material plane. Make your trip a little bit better. Huh?
That sounds nice.
You
Anyway,
know
should
what?
we head after him?
Yeah, we should.
Drinks on me if we get back.
Hmm.
And hopefully we can convince him to not go, or not just leave. Hopefully we can just convince him to not leave Town at night.
Unfortunately, this is Wallow we're dealing with. We'll need a silver tongue and a miracle. Okay, you're up.
I don't think we have any clerics. For a
Oh.
miracle, that is.
You cut out for me.
I don't think we have any clerics. For a miracle, that is.
Guess we'll just have to manifest one.
Alright, you guys chase after Wallow. Wallow, what are you doing?
I am just walking forwards slowly with the raven that was watching me repeating in my mind. And I almost well, no, hold on. Let me rephrase that. I'm walking slowly to where that the party can catch up to me. However, when I get into like the forest area, I want to be like painfully aware of everything.
Oh, like, panic mode?
More like
Like fight.
someone's watching me, and if I get jumped right now, I'm not actually gonna get jumped. You know what I mean?
Mm. Like you're turning your head at every slight noise.
Yeah, yeah. And I'll have poison spray prepared, like as an action.
Okay. So you make your way into the jungle, very on edge, as your group catches up. You guys are a little ways away from the village at this point. You're almost at the bank of the river.
Almost there. All right.
What do you all do as the group catches up?
Well, you all decided to follow me in.
We followed you because we don't want to. We don't want. We followed you so you don't get yourself killed.
Well, I appreciate that. You all are very, very kind.
Look, I get it. You want answers to whatever your agenda is. But I'm not sure going first into something you, we don't fully understand is going to help.
No,
It's
but
also-
sidestepping around it isn't the answer either, because that's all we've done. At least, yes,
all we've done since we arrived in the new world.
Okay,
I'm not saying that
not exactly.
we have to avoid it entirely. Just wait till the danger's clear.
But if we wait till the danger's clear, no questions can be answered. Nor will we gain much experience.
You get rid of the boat.
Okay,
now?
so here's a question. What happened to all that talk about having to get stronger before, having to eventually beat up the Black King?
All comes down to experience and getting stronger. This was merely another way, rather than going through the lowly quests that the Adventurers Guild gives us. Why don't we go to a source more exotic trading method? Besides, every time we have been faced with adversity, except for the Null Cave, we have fled from the beginning. First, it was the Illithids. Then, it was going to be the Null Cave. But then Lavelia roped us into exploring the cave, which was beneficial to all of us. Later, we ran our other assignment down towards the obelisk. We did end up venturing into the force fielded
Oh,
place,
those fuckers here.
and we turned tail once more at the Black King's territory. Some are within.
Never really turned tail from it. We never went to the Black King in the first place.
Oh,
We were,
yeah,
we were. Also, wasn't it your plan to just hang out there for a week or so?
No, Walla wanted to go in, like
Oh,
immediately, but he compromised and said, "Well, then if you guys don't want to, let's just wait here until maybe she comes back." You know what I mean?
And come back she did.
Just
Mm.
not through the way that we originally intended.
Yeah. She didn't just roll up onto the shore.
Nope. The other stranger did that for us.
yes.
That mysterious dog-like guy.
Yep. Fight the Chad, I hear.
So, if you want to tell me there are other of getting stronger, then show me those ways, and then don't turn back. So, what say you, Oki? or seer, or meal. Come on, your inputs are welcome.
I'll be right back.
You're
Oki
Damn,
leaves to
dude.
go take a leak.
Away. I didn't mean to. Holy shit. Disclaimer in the video: this is all roleplay. No ill will is s- felt from Wallow's actual players to anyone else on the actual players. It's literally just a fucking game.
bro out of character. That is that was extremely moving. That was an incredible speech. Chills, man.
brother.
Chills.
Hey, what can I say? I've gotten better at the roleplay aspect of D&D.
Yay, baby.
You said yourself, we're not ready for things like this. So let's wait until the danger is past and then investigate.
As you wish.
I say we do it.
As you wish.
Wallow will begin to set up a camp.
All right. I think that by the time we get there anyway, it'll probably be clear.
Also, with,
We
also
might
with,
be able to make it there in time. Maybe not to see clearly what happened, but at least to have a chance of catching her. Whatever Lavelia did, we'll probably lose sight of her soon, like what we have been. I feel like at bare minimum, we as a group, we can probably at least make it in time to see something. I'm
we
not
go
sure.
right now.
I'm not sure if what we'll find is something that we want to see, though.
Okay, so we do set up camp, right?
Yeah, you guys set up camp.
Okay. Right, and I think that we'll just take our long rest and then continue travel in the morning.
All right. As the morning comes, you see in the distance great clouds of dust floating over the mountainside, and a big crack visible even from this distance.
Is it possible to see what's inside of the crack?
No. You guys are like multiple days travel away from the mountain. Yeah, you guys are 3 days away by foot.
At times like this, that a proficiency in land vehicles would be splendid. Hey, who wants to take classes?
No, but
Here's how to ride a boat, people.
this is also a jungle, though, right?
Yeah, vehicles would have a hard time going through the jungle until roads are established.
Hmm,
Although,
info.
if in the future you do gain mounts that are capable of traversing the jungle proficiently, you might be able to travel at faster paces.
I wanted a orangutan mount.
Okay, bro.
Fly the clouds.
Yeah, you gotta pay me
I'm not
20
sure.
real life dollars, and then and then I'll give you a big old monkey.
I hear it does 5,000
What do
damage.
What are you
With a
talking about, bro?
200
I got
hit
it in the
modifier.
DLC.
For the low price of a college fund, I can give you all the solutions to the game.
Oh wait, hold on a minute. I haven't been looking at the memes this whole time.
I was a bit late on them because I couldn't figure out how to do it at first.
The core from the random fruit seller one's good.
Yep.
I love the inspirational quote thing for what Wallace said.
Yeah.
That setup's really good. Okay. You guys wake up the next morning. Um, I'm assuming you all travel towards the big old crack.
Yeah, I would Wallow would say at a normal pace.
Hey,
He wouldn't be opposed to going in this.
hey, I got a question.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Nightmare isn't here right now. But would this seem familiar to him?
Hmm. Good point.
Um.
Would it?
Um. The light that swallowed me up was white. It wasn't red. So I don't know if it's related. Just this beam of white light shot up through the ground and swallowed me up, and then I was in the astral sea. Maybe that's what happened to Joe.
Maybe.
If we go back there, we'll find Joe.
just floating in the astral
So
sea.
just wakes up
God, I wish
on the
Black
ground.
there.
Just hanging out there.
Yep. Just
God,
confused. Where's my party?
guys, hello,
Come pick me up, I'm scared.
Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared. There's people eating bones.
Where did everybody go?
Okay. So it'll take 5 days of travel at a normal pace. Everyone cool with
I
that?
say speed. I've got passive perception, don't worry. Speed.
Everyone cool?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay. The pace is set, and the players are off.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right. Someone give me. I'll let someone. I'll let one of you roll the D100 here.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Fastest D12.
Now this isn't for typical travel because something not typical has happened. All right.
Five.
I'll leave it to a vote amongst you all. Who votes for 5?
I'll vote for 5. It's an interesting number.
We vote for our own role, or
You can vote for your own if you'd like.
I'll
You
vote
can
for
vote.
5.
You vote for 5. That's 2 votes for
It's an
5.
interesting
Majority has
5.
decided.
yeah, pretty much.
Now, don't let us be swallowed by a canyon.
Okay.
The Thunder Lizard. No, I'm just kidding.
You say that.
Wait a minute, this is a fair roll. Are
Wait,
we gonna
what?
get wrecked?
Where? What? What did you say? We
I
can't
said
fight
Wait,
the
you.
Thunder
what?
Lizard right now.
You say that.
Up with a thunder lizard. They do.
What level
On
did
the 4th day of travel, as you are nearing, the 3rd or 4th day of travel, as you are nearing this place, you see like, yeah, I'll say 3rd. You see, it keeps getting quieter. There's
Oh.
less and less animals around, and Seer, you're the first to spot it. There's a pack of these huge horned creatures. They have 3 horns on their head, 2 facing forwards and another one facing upwards on the tip of its nose, and this huge shield-like skull that's like flattened out and protects the rest of its body, and just these thick, muscular legs. Each one of these things individually looks tough, but they're traveling in a massive group as they go away from the mountain.
Are they in a rush?
Um, it looks like they're perhaps going faster than normal walking, but they look tired.
Hmm.
They're like they're dragging their feet, their eyelids are heavy, their breathing is rough. They look like they've been going for quite a while.
How many?
Um,
Oh, the herd, I mean. Or they're in the herd.
18. Very
Oh
big.
my, that's a big herd.
Very big herd. Uh, actually, we'll say this. You think? No, like, give me a nature check or insight. Either one.
Insight. It's the cooler option. Not at all, because I don't actually have proficiency in. Yeah, I actually have a higher insight. Sweet.
Oh,
Ugh.
you're not too well versed in the animals of the wildlands, especially not these things, whatever these are. They're huge and intimidating.
Strong.
they look they look strong. Uh,
Must be some communal carnivore, huh? Half
they
hunter, maybe.
they don't seem to have sharp fangs at all. Actually,
Hmm. Fascinating.
they look like some kind of large, scaly. I guess this land's equivalent of like a bull or ox, maybe.
Mm, like a big cow.
Yeah, but
Scarier.
it's scaled and it's got like a beak on the front. It's got those three horns and the flattened like wide sort of skull.
Seems perfect as a map. I wonder
Um
if that could reverse the jungle.
I mean they do seem to like just like trample over brush and small trees.
Hmm.
They just like they plow through the jungle. Uh you're not sure why a herd of these would be this big. You imagine it takes a while for their population to grow, considering how big they are.
Fear nudges Oki. Look
Anyways,
at all
yeah.
those strange creatures. They look very so strong. Why would they be running away from the mountain? And also, so many of them. Isn't it strange, Oki?
I mean, considering well, all the all the one other instance this is happening. Yeah, yeah.
I feel like we're going kind of extremely blind into a very, very bad spot. Let's not die. All right?
Easier said than done.
uh, Over the next couple days of travel, uh, you all do sort of notice the general direction that animals are going, like the birds flying overhead and things of that nature. They're all headed in the opposite direction of you.
Right.
Yeah. Whatever this was, spooked them, and they're going away.
Certainly not a dragon.
Hmm. This would probably be like a nature, right? Or I guess that would be insight for the behavior, right?
Well, nature for animal behavior works too, but you can sort of guess that the thing that happened scared the animals away. Uh, and on the fifth day, you all arrive at the mountain uh, that's sort of you're sort of near the edge of the lake as you look up at this mountain, cracked, broken. Uh, you all do notice that there's like in the middle of the lake, there's these huge, spiky rocks just sticking up out of the water.
This is the lake that we were at the very first like couple of sessions.
Yep.
Okay.
Hmm. Like spiky how? Like Mario weird like spike cylinder spiky? Or like
Like these look like
oh
jagged rock, spiky.
Do they look illithid in nature?
No, they look like sort of brown rock, just sticking up out of the middle of the lake.
they very smooth?
They're not smooth.
He said jagged. All right.
Oh.
Oh wow, there's that one nat 20. My one nat 20.
Oki, you see the rocks sort of like these spires sort of go up and down, up and down, up and down. Just like bobbing. But they're not going with the water. It's strange. They just sort of slowly go up and then slowly go back down. But they're not
Oh.
bobbing with the water.
Does anyone else notice that?
Notice what?
Look at the spikes.
Look at the spikes.
Once he points it out, you can sort of see the slight movement.
What color are the rocks?
Brown.
Normal rock color.
Wonder if they're breathing.
Um,
And the
How
lake
big-
looks untouched.
How is the rocks? Are they spread across the whole lake or just like a small portion?
there's they're gigantic rocks. But they're sort of clumped together in a near the middle, like.
What
It's at
direction
this
do they seem
point you hear something behind you.
Oh no.
You hear a psst.
Poison spray.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
turn around to cast poison spray and you see a familiar yellow-skinned individual.
Get
Don't
away.
cast poison spray.
Get away from the water's edge.
Oh, you're
I don't
What's your
remember
name?
this person's name.
I don't know
Mala.
who it is.
No, not Mala. Taj.
Oh, Tajezva?
Yeah.
Yes, Tajesva. Get away. Come on.
Get away from the water.
I get away from the water.
I trust
Here gets away from the
Tajezva.
water.
I came here to find Illithid. But that thing.
And she points at the rocks in the middle of the lake.
Comes bursting out of mountain.
I'm sorry, Word. If you were whispering, all that cut out.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was here in search of Illithid, the geich. But that thing, it came bursting out of mountain.
What?
Was
What?
it accompanied by a flash of red light?
Yes, flash of red light, whatever, but that
Did
thing.
and she
you see that
points.
mountain crack?
She points to the rocks, the jagged rocks in the middle of the lake.
Yes, I saw it crack.
What happened?
That.
She just keeps pointing out at the rocks.
Did that come from the mountain?
Yes.
Oh.
Do you know what it is?
Let me roll a history check for her real quick. She doesn't come from the material plane, so she might not.
And we make a history check?
I think it's a giraffe.
You guys haven't seen it.
Wait, what do you mean we haven't?
You haven't seen it.
It's under the water right now.
Hope it isn't a spooky, scary skeleton. That'd be terrible for our insurance funds.
I don't. I don't know the name in common. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I've never seen it before.
At least
I'm gonna
it
go
isn't from
try
the
to
sea.
peek my head in the water.
Bold move.
You start heading towards the water.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to peek my head in.
Tajasva sees you heading to the water, and she runs in the other direction,
In the other direction?
away from the water. Yeah, away from all of you. Yeah.
Sarah's gonna like take a healthy distance over to the side.
And you you wade into the water a little bit and lay down and put your head under. Make a perception check.
Mm. Wow, suddenly we are ambushed by a mind flayer dragon. Everything is bad.
A mind
Also
flayer
give me a
dragon.
stealth check as well.
Could I have taken my armor off before doing this?
Yeah,
Could I have given him guidance before doing this?
yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna if I just disconnect the armor, will it let me roll normal?
Yeah. Just unclick the check mark next to your armor.
Okay. So stealth. Boom. That's a 14 stealth
Gotcha.
and a 3 perception.
As you peek under the water, it's very murky down here. You don't remember it being this murky, but it's like there's just a ton of the like sand and sediment from the bottom has been like kicked up into the water. It's hard to see.
Damn. Alright, I retreat.
And as you retreat, you watch as this massive head raises up out of the water. Uh, these two long stone-like spires of horn come off the front of the face. This huge mouth full of teeth, uh, easily like half as long as you are tall.
Jesus.
This head just raises up out of the water as all of this water comes cascading off of it as it stands up, these two huge claws looming out in front, and it looks down at you,
Mm-hmm.
sniffs the air, and turns away, completely disregarding you. As if
Benefit.
you see the look in its eye as it looks it over you over to see if you're even worth swallowing. And it turns
Damn.
away and begins to stomp off. Its footsteps crack and bend the earth underneath of it as you feel tremors, as the ground shakes and rumbles as it heads off into the distance.
Into the water?
Nope.
Which distance direction?
To the king.
Uh,
If
no,
it's heading away from us, it would be heading west, because right now
yeah,
we're on
you
the
guys
east
are
side
on
of
like
the lake.
the south side of the lake. It heads like northeast.
Hmm.
That's a
King.
problem.
It
Question: How big is this?
uh absolutely gargantuan.
Like, did it seem like those two rocks were from the spires were its horns?
The spires are its horns and the jagged spikes across the shell on its back. Its
Mm.
entire body is covered in like hard scales and carapace.
Oh
Mm.
no, I know what this would
Wait a minute.
would we have
Wait a
would
minute.
we have had any prior knowledge what this is ever at all
We've probably
Um,
heard stories, maybe.
for a creature of this strength, and
Why
you
is there
you
a
got
Trask? It's a mountain, dear.
your
Why
characters
did you do this?
Our
they
characters would.
they they would want to be wrong so bad about knowing what this is.
Oh, at least the Black Dragon has a contender now. Go there, Trask. Go say
That's where he's
hi.
going.
Wait, what?
Wait, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yes, now I can.
That's probably where he's going.
Holy
it's-
shit,
it's-
that's gonna be one
it's going
fresh
northeast.
gifty horde.
northeast is where the city is. It's heading to the city.
Southeast
I
is
think it was
where
going towards
the city of Apruna is. Northeast is where the lizard folk village is.
Where are we right now? Hold on.
And
Are we not?
northeast is also where the path.
You guys are
Is it-
just south of that lake next to the Green Mountain Range.
That's a huge creature.
That's a huge bitch.
It's the size of a mountain.
You can't be sure, but you think it's probably following the herd of very large beasts that you saw for food.
I think they're going northeast. For now. All in favor of double timing it back to the city?
I.
Yeah.
Alright. No, like, pick up a meal if needed. We're booking it.
Oh
No
yeah,
breaks.
Emil fainted.
Oh, damn.
I picked up a meal and put him under my arm.
Sear's gonna put, like, some bad smelling herbs under his nose. Like, dude, wake up. Dude, we're moving it. The bitterness will be brief. We need to get back to the city now.
What was that?
That was something terrible. We do not know what that is.
Think about it.
That
Let's
thing
go.
bad. We move.
You all know what it is, but you want to be wrong.
Yeah, like, Kira is not just gonna tell this child that a cataclysmic creature just got released. Let the boy have ignorance. None of us will speak of this.
You all are in denial.
Yes.
Or I won't speak for your characters individually, but like that's the sort of like unspoken silence of like looking at each other and being like, "Oh, yeah. Oh. I'm not going to say that out loud."
What Trask? There is no Trask. There is just snake. Yes, that's a snake. Yes, totally.
Yeah, as you all begin to book it away from where you spotted a Tarask, we're gonna go ahead and end the session there. Any closing
Yay.
statements?
What the fuck?
What did you do?